Listening to a small sample of music from the new album, Musique. It features several artists performing songs in French and Creole. It's the work of the New Orleans Foundation for Francophone Cultures. Joining me now with more on this project is Scott Tilton, one of the producers, also executive director of the new foundation. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is quite the accomplishment. Along with releasing the album is at the Library of Congress.
Yeah, this is part of the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress's Community Collections Grant. So we received the grant back in 2024, and then the whole idea is for a community to document an aspect of its culture that it wants to document. And so we were thinking, in Louisiana, what brings everyone together? Music, food. And so we decided to go with music on this one because we've been working with a lot of these musicians for quite a while, and we wanted to celebrate Louisiana music that's sung in French and Creole. So the idea behind this album is, what does this music sound like today in 2025, and how is it innovative?
Yeah, exactly where I was going to. It seems that it's a story of layers, right? On one end, you've got music in Louisiana touching multiple genres, but you also have the fact that most of the early music here was sung in French and Creole.
That's exactly right. It's a tradition going back over 300 years, and I think that's important for us to think about, that there's so much of the history in this state that is written in French and Creole, and as we lose some of that attachment to the language because French and Creole have declined over the decades, we lose attachment to that past. But I think that there are so many wonderful artists, musicians, advocates for the language, making sure that this tradition is held in going forward, but at the same time, it's innovative. I mean, you think about all the Grammys Louisiana racks up every year, and it's because this music is so catchy and is literally known worldwide.
Talk about Grammys. You got two Grammy-nominated artists who are part of this this project.
Exactly. So we have Louis Michaud from the famous Michaud family. We have Layla McCalla, who's an amazing musician as well. And then joining them, we have Sweet Crude, which is an indie pop band. Les Sinel, which is a kind of musical orchestral ensemble. We have Sunpai and the Louisiana Sunspots, and members of the New Orleans Baby Dolls.
Yeah, most definitely. And we talk about the Baby Dolls, and you talk about the work to preserve the Creole language. I mean, it's very much so alive and well through them, but keeping that going is also part of what this project is hoping to accomplish.
Exactly. We've been working with Dr. Kim Bass-DeVille, who's an amazing professor over at Dillard, and she's been organizing these workshops to help reteach the Louisiana Creole language. And then we ended up working with her on that project, and then with the songs that they were relearning, they ended up recording on this album. So that's really, it's an indicative of also the language revitalization that's ongoing.
And also reading up on it, just about everything about this album is local, from where it was recorded, from the artwork, the artists, the whole nine.
That's exactly, made in Louisiana by Louisianians. It's a fun, that was what was really great. It was recorded here in the city. The album art was done by our artistic director, Katia Vaz. It was pressed at New Orleans Record Press, and it's being distributed locally as well. So we really wanted to bring this album to life. We wanted to show that we could make it A through Z here in Louisiana.
Already had a performance at the Library of Congress. Anything else coming up?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of promotion around this, obviously, and we're going to be doing a lot of concerts with the musicians, but that night at the Library of Congress was phenomenal. It was a sold-out concert, and that's where we were able to release the album itself. And then now it's available for streaming, so it's a really, we have a lot coming out.
Yeah, quite the accomplishment, Scott. A testament to your work. We do thank you for coming in and letting us know all about it, good sir. And you can order Musique right now online. If you do want to do that, we've got a link for you posted on our website, WLTV.com. We'll link you to where you need to be. Just look under the links tab, and in our next hour, we're going to have two of those performers here to show us a little more of what this album has to offer. It definitely is a treat, and again, part of our local culture and legacy, so very important. Thanks again, Scott.
Thank you so much.
All right.